Welcome to Mormon Book Reviews. We're in Evangelical Encounters the Restoration, and we're in a very exciting place because we're in a freaking airport hangar in Fredericksburg, Texas. David Boice of 52 Churches in 52 Weeks. What the heck are we doing here?
We're here for the John Whitmer Historical Association.
That's right, folks. The JWHA in the house, 50th anniversary last year, paying my respects to my peeps this year. Now, just a few hours ago, we were sitting on that stage. Is that correct, sir?
That is correct.
And
we gave our presentation, so we sat with Rick Bennett, and just kind of finding ways, bridging different groups with the restoration, and just kind of exploring our own personal experiences with Latter-day Saint churches and the different type of sects that are out there.
Exactly, and so we all three of us gave our perspectives of our YouTube channels, engaging different aspects of the restoration. And what was so cool is because you have Rick Bennett. He's like coming from a Latter-day Saint perspective, who's always been interested in all things restoration. Then you have me in the middle as the evangelical, who like spent most of his life studying the restoration. Then we have this guy here who didn't know a thing. He walks into a place of, I want to see the Mormons and her John Smith guy. And that's basically the extent of the knowledge going in.
That's pretty much it.
And so, but that's what I love about you, is that you're just as curious as I am, and Rick, but yet you're learning on the fly. What's that like?
Well, what I really appreciate with you, with Rick, is we all have these different kind of angles. And I think with our presentations today, it really kind of encapsulated the different type of people who are out there and how they kind of view the restored Church of Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and also we just talked about maybe some of the misconceptions and the prejudices that are out there, that our channels, especially you, me, and Jeff McCullough are doing, and Jeff McCullough of Hello Saints, that we're trying to break down barriers and build bridges and have civil adult conversations. What do you say to that?
Yeah. To me, it's about genuine curiosity. It's finding commonalities and just have respectful observance to understand a little bit more. So that way we're not coming at each other with our different swords. Like, no, help me understand a little bit more about this.
Now, my friend, this is the first time that I ever gave a presentation at a historical conference. This is the first time that you did it. Now, you said you were actually a little nervous. Maybe talk us through that. But then you weren't. So talk a little bit about that.
Well, like yourself, I haven't ever given a presentation, much less when it comes to Latter-day Saint type of historical of a lens for that. So this was when you and Rick kind of invited me into this. It sounded like a fascinating challenge, and for me, again, I just want to be genuinely curious and understand a little bit more and kind of see, just with all the presenters that were here, to kind of understand a little bit more about Latter-day Saint history and understand just there's just so much. Today, like yesterday, we went into a presentation about Latter-day Saints in space.
Yes.
I know Rick Bennett, he also did another presentation about African Americans within the Restoration. So just so much history here, and just to learn from different type of researchers, scholars, historians. This is really great.
So the question is, my friend, do you think you will next year go to John Whitmer Historical Association again, Mormon History Association, and maybe Sunstone? Are you going to do the trifecta like I try to do every year?
Well, we're going to find out, because with next year with John Whitmer Historical Association, it's going to be the 52nd one.
52nd JW for 52 churches in 52 weeks. I mean, come on, he has to come. I think we should make him the keynote speaker. I don't know about you folks, I don't know. But either way, this was a really exciting weekend that we had. And we're just about ready to maybe attend a presidential dinner. We just realized we didn't get tickets for it. But either way, we're gonna have a fun time. And by the way, Fredericksburg is an awesome community. It has a great nightlife. If you're a young person, you're gonna have a fun time here. There's a lot of live music going on. So I heartily recommend that if you're ever in this part of Texas, Fredericksburg is worth the trip. You can have a fun weekend here. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, this was great.
So either way, folks, I want to hear from you. What did you, the attended the conference, what did you think of it? Was it worth the trip for you as well? And I want to thank John Whitmer Historical Association for being so incredibly accommodating to me. I'm a proud member of the organization, and I just want to let people know, as lay people, you're welcome to come to these, just as a guest, just to come and watch. If you're interested in Mormon history, you do not have to be an academic, but you never know. Next thing you know, you could end up becoming a presenter yourself. So either way, don't forget to check, there's links in the description for those of you who'd like to check out John Whitmer Historical Association. And of course, we have links to for our Patreons and other means of financially supporting the channel, including our merch store where you can get Mormon Book Reviews merch at mormonbookreviews.com and all good that stuff. But remember, the most important thing is this, folks. Remember, all the voices of the restoration will be heard here on Mormon Book Reviews. Done? All right.